faithful, please welcome your 2025 San Francisco 49ers.
Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And off we go in Santa Clara. Darius Davis to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led up by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he makes this game look effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion that's crisp and clean with great power. And it's also an athleticism. He'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Dump off to his fullback. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. The Amador Lenore there on the stop.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still in your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ballgame.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this third down. Herbert from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Pulled in at the 20. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the 4th-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And on 1st down, no place to go here. And they're going to take him out about a yard behind the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Here's 2nd and 11. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Looks like they get about 4 out of it, but not close to the first. That brings up 4th down.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, This guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
On fourth down, looks like 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. He's got this at the 27. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was, how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical, and that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
2nd and 10 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that brings up 4th and long.
You and I know, Kate, it's on average about 60 to 65 plays a game, somewhere between 10 and 12 third downs. And what you don't want to do is start 0 for 2 in that column.
J.K. Scott on the punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. And the fair catch made here at the 15. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Hits him on the in route. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Chargers in the dime on 3rd down. 6 DBs out in coverage. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Kittle makes the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Purdy on 1st down. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. Throw gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Stopped by Deion Henley.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. No pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. From the 47. Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And he's across midfield with a gain that sets him up for third and very short.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Purdy will sneak it. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another 49er first down. First and 10.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now a give, it's McCaffrey headed right. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They stick with McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down, ball at the 36. Off the play fake, Purdy. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on first down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Running back, motioning right. Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Dumped off to his running back. And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. From the gun is Purdy. Finding McCaffrey with the dump off. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Would have been a 45-yarder, but instead the offense staying out there. They're going for it on fourth. Again, it's Brock Purdy. Throw caught by his running back. This one loses yardage and loses possession. He's stopped behind the line. They're turning this over on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half Well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Herbert now off the play fake. Snared by his running back. It's Najee Harris. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Going right side, Harris with it. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Harris gets it on the counter. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one's cut along one sideline. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Chargers.
I'm a switch team. What are we doing?
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Harris. He breaks the tackle. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Herbert with a blitz coming. Finds him over the middle. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
They bring a tight end in motion right. A 3rd down run with Harris. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed 1, but they're going to lose 1 on that play. It's 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Dicker connects there. And that will get them on the board.
Chargers 3.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now out comes the San Francisco offense.
At their own 28-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. Hits him on the out route. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. He's got room to roam here. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, the best of them take advantage of it.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Pretty throwing here on 1st. Completes it downfield to Pearson. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, McCaffrey escapes a defender. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
One of the tight ends motioning left. Back to McCaffrey on 2nd down. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
4th down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Moody knocks it through. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And the power play up the gut results in 2 yards.
He was brought down at the 26. Brings up 2nd down.
At the end of one. A field goal for each side, but no one has found the end zone just yet. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Herbert from the gun. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak. It's Herbert. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
They're set up at the 35 now. They'll run here with Amarion Hampton. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks that it takes some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
2nd and 15. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Was hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Left side, secured by Ayuk. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st down, Purdy to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? They kick the running back in motion. On third down, Purdy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation, and he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. He'll start from the 39, and he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Charger offense making its way to the field. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. That's 8 yards on that run, and now it's 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Harris once more. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And the Chargers 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10 give to Harris. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and you get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They go play action. Here's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Tackled by C.J. West.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Now run with Hampton. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. The Chargers take a second quarter lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7.
49ers 3.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, McCaffrey. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play action now. Purdy. Brought in by Ayuk. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 41. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 30. That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 is a 28-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says, if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
And on 3rd down, looks like the Chargers anticipating pass here. They're in the dime. Shotgun, handoff to Garindo. He hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Purdy now on 4th down. Ayuk makes the catch. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. How about 19 yards on 4th down? And the call to go for it pays off considerably.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Well, equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Here's another for it. And he won't get anything this time. They stop him at the 4. Back-to-back stands at the goal line, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
3rd and goal, Purdy. And I'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers tie things 10-10. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Running left is Harris. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
That's got to be so frustrating for them. I mean, you're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. To throw, Herbert. Setting up the screen. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. It's the Chargers with a 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're left with 4th and short.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. The Niners have Ricky Pearsall ready to return. This one is fair caught, but let's see what that flag's all about. This drive may not be done.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives them new life and this first down. Running it after the penalty. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Herbert on first down. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds before he's going to make anything of that effort, partner. Going to be a loss of, it looks like, about 1 on first down.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Here's 2nd and 11. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Worked through his progression. Nobody available. And by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks, too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun is Purdy. As the open man downfield. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Going run again with McCaffrey. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Dive play straight ahead. They're not going to stop him after a 4-yard gain. That means 1st and goal is coming up. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
So many offenses will script, Kate, their first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue to push for the goal line.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Chargers bringing the pressure, and they got him! The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
14-yard line.
Second and goal, back to all the way up to the 14 here. Trying again, following the set. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers take the lead just before halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7.
17. Chargers 10. Jake Moody
out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Chargers ready to go on offense for the final time in the first half. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Motioning left is Johnston. Here's Herbert, first and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. Able to take this to about the 35, and that's a gain of 5 on the play. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Here's second and 5. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming. Herbert from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Ball on the 45. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. Finds his fullback. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Purdy setting up that play action. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And he's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
It's a gain of 20. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable, and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Now a give. It's McCaffrey headed right. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now it's Purdy. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
They'll bring out the punter here. Thomas Morstead will kick it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Going to Harris to start the half. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chargers will have a first.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
They give to Harris from the gun. Broke through the tackle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Staying on the ground with Harris. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Brought down by Fred Warner. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. Now Harris out of the game injured. And filling in as the bell cow now, someone who's done it before during his career, it's Najee Harris. Here's 2nd and 7. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he has the touchdown through what looks like some defensive pass interference. So I think, Brock, thinking this catch should stand.
Pass interference. Defense.
Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers make it 17-all. As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They bring their tight end left. First down, Purdy to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw. He's got it deep downfield. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 32 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Purdy to throw it. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Purdy on first down. Hits his running back. And he won't manage a ton. This gets to about the 26. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. On the gun is Purdy. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Fourth down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Well, if they were looking for the momentum boost they needed to pull ahead in this game, I think they just got it. These next couple plays are so important. How do you go out and build on that huge swing while your opponent's on their heels?
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. New set of downs for him from the 46. From the gun, they go with Harris. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. They'll run here following the penalty. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, Chargers.
Gosh, I got to just be honest with you, kid. I marvel at the strength we see out of these running backs. The strength, the agility. Not that they weren't strong when I was playing, but the guys today just run right through contact at times without even blinking, and that's how you get those big chunk yard runs.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another try following the sack. Finds his man over the middle. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing now, Herbert. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 3rd quarter lead. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7.
49ers 17.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
And a 49er first down. 1st and 10.
You know, one secret ingredient on these jet sweeps to take off like that, Kate, it's timing. We talk about timing and precision in the passing game, but it's the same thing on a jet sweep. You got to hand it off just at the right time to capture an edge like he just did.
First down, and they go right back to it. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call out a gain of 7. Nicely done.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Setting him on the dive. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know, Kate. I think maybe they were only expecting to get a couple yards when they call the fullback's number. Not only will they take it, they might give him the rock again.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another 49er. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Looking slant route, complete. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Here's McCaffrey. And this hasn't been a common sight for him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Nothing for them on second down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. Ooh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Jake Moody, out for the 49ers field goal try. Don't forget, the defense got in there and blocked one earlier. Moody knocks it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter.
Jake Moody to kick.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chargers and wide receiver Ladd McConkey set for another drive. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton, open the drive. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chargers.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On the play fake, it's Herbert. That one's complete, right side. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this up to around the 46, and that's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on 3rd down.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun give to Hampton. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. He gets 6 on that play, and it brings up an LA first down.
And the Chargers first.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Crosses the 35, still got more room. And he gets this all the way inside the red zone, down at the 19. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To the line we go. They're set, first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Jukes one defender. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Again, it's Hampton. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Going to the ground again on 1st. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, I'm not even sure how this happens, Kate. All it took was falling forward, and they are in 3 feet. Instead, this is one of their biggest losses of the game, and if this series doesn't end in 6, well, they can have that play to thank for it.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. To the air this time, Herbert. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
Okay, you get down to this tight red zone, and there's only so many pass plays you can run. Largely because you don't have enough space to operate. Defense knows it too. Give those guys some credit. They were all over that one.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Herbert from the gun. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, McCaffrey. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They stick with McCaffrey. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Finding McCaffrey with the dump off. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
And 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
1st down throw by Purdy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Translatable skills. That's what you call him. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Purdy to throw. Pass brought in by Jennings. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. McCaffrey running between the tackles. He's going to have about 2. It's 2nd down now.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 37. He's got Ayuk on that slant. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Going with McCaffrey on the ground. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. This is cut downfield by Allen. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. They get 22 on that one. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Throwing on 1st is Herbert. To the right, pulled in by McConkey. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 13 on that play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
Down, Chargers.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Hampton now up the middle. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Putting the tight end in motion. 2nd and 8. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Hampton gets the handoff. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Dicker connects there. There's a flag down, and if this is defensive, could give him a 1st down.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker, and now they've got a 1st inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Pressure comes, he's taken down, the 49ers got him. And the big play drives them backwards, 2nd down coming up.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another try following the sack. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers double their lead to 14.
49ers 20.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The 49ers and Brandon Ayuk running onto the field. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Dumped off to his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. He has the first over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from the 41. Again, it's Brock Purdy. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. You never want to overlook those Mike backers when you're throwing short, Brock. So often it's those guys and not the corners or the safeties that are going to be the ones in there breaking those up.
Yeah, and so often these linebackers of today, these middle linebackers, are just oversized safeties. They can really run and play the ball as he just did.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
At the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46. To the air again, Purdy. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They get 13 on the pickup, and that's a 49er first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
First down, Purdy to throw. Hits him on the end route. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Sticking to the air here, it's Purdy. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The 49ers now within 1 score in the 4th. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chargers and receiver Keenan Allen making their way back out. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Hampton. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10, here's Hampton. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to Hampton. Shoots out a 1-stop. And he's going to be across midfield with a gain of 5 on that play. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this 3rd down. They put a receiver in motion here left. He'll look to throw it. Johnson finds the football, complete. And he's got the Charger first down. And that should be all she wrote in this one. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
First down, Los Angeles.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. This is Hampton, right side. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. Setting up to pass. That one's good to McConkey. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First down, Chargers.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Chargers beginning to celebrate their win here as they take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Chargers take this one on the road. And this victory is going to give them a nice shot of confidence as they work through the next couple of weeks and prepare for things to count coming up in Week 1. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.